Miss your voice, miss your smile, everything about you worth the while. Always wondering where you are. I hope you're with us, near or far. Many questions unanswered, I guess we'll never know. But now you belong to heaven. It's empty without your smile. The truth brings us to tears. All the love you gave us all these years. Always seeing you at night, when I turn off the light and the world's asleep. In my heart you'll always stay. We'll never forget you, you'll never fade away. I'll always remember
welcome to everyone who has joined us today, who has taken out their time to be with us today. To no longer mourn, but instead to celebrate a very, very fruitful life, a very beautiful life, a very energetic life. To celebrate the many, many years of that very beautiful life. There's a few of us who have known him since we were kids. And so we'd like to welcome you as more of us gather here. Those of us who, of course, who also came in from out of town to be here today, we'd like to say welcome. And thank you very much for taking out that time to join us to celebrate. I'd like to ask the Anyaru kids to please, every other person who has been added to the family also lately, to please wait at the entrance. We're going to be welcoming you in specially. We'd like to ask that they come forward. Is Omoragon anywhere around? If you can spot him, please ask that he please come forward. Osanho also, please ask that they come forward so that we can welcome them, especially with some music. Thank you very much once again for everybody who is here today. We are excited about the life that Daddy lived. Please, can we put our hands together for him? Like I said, we're not here to mourn, we're here to celebrate a very, very beautiful life that touched every single person here one way or the other, right? Some of us in a very big way, some of us in a little way, but it touched us one way or the other. And so I want to hear a round of applause that tells me that we are celebrating Daddy's life. So once again, if you are here to celebrate Daddy, please put your hands together. Sounds more like it. If you look through this, you will see that he was described in very many ways. Some people called him their mentors, some of them called him their best friends, some of them called him their confidant. But there's almost no word that wouldn't describe Daddy adequately. He was a very, very interesting personality. And if you knew him from the, maybe late 80s, 90s, 2000s, he never changed. He was the same individual, the same beautiful smile, the same handsome face, the same energetic soul. It was an experience knowing him. And so these are some of the things that we would like to celebrate today. And as we celebrate, please remember that at some point, we're going to be handing the mic to individuals to also share their fondest memories of Daddy. At some point, we're going to have you also, I'm going to hand the mic to individuals so that they can share their fondest memories of Daddy. The more memories that they will almost never forget, the things that, in ways that he also changed their lives as an individual, as a member of the university community, as a member of the church, here in Edo State, and generally. Again, remember we're going to have the kids join us and dance into the hall. So if the DJ is ready, please, we'll need some music in a bit so we can also welcome the kids. Some of the people whose lives were shaped directly by Daddy, they of course are the ones that we're going to be speaking with now, including those who have been joined to that family. Those whose families have also been merged through marriage. We are going to have them also join us. So please, once again, the Anyaru kids, Omargo and Osama, please. We would like to have you join us right here in the hall. Again, today has to be a very, 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 very eventful day because of the energy that we're celebrating. So in just a few minutes, we're going to have the band give us a little bit more music. And then once the kids are ready, we'll have them join us in the hall. Welcome once again to the celebration of this very beautiful life.
See what the Lord has done. See what the Lord has done. What we waited for has come to pass. See what the Lord has done. Said He's done so much for me. Can I tell you? Hey, 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 hey. Even if I have 1,000 tongues, still would be enough. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shukuna Morakele. When you hear completely. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shukuna Robimo. He see can see. What shall I render unto Jehovah? For He's done so very much for me. What shall I render unto Jehovah? For He's done so very much for me. Done so much for me. Cannot tell you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Even if I have 1,000 tongues, still would be enough. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Talk to me. You know, in all you do, it's always good to say thank you to God. Would I lift your name, would I love to sing your praise. I'm so glad you're in my life. Glad you came to save us. You came from heaven to earth, so from the earth to the cross, my debt to pay, from the cross to the grave, from the grave to sky. Lord, I lift your name on high. Only you can do what no man can do. Only you can do. Only you can do what no man can do. Jehovah, only you can do. Only you. Oh, make an aya. Ebubedike. Only you. Ebubedike. Only you.
We recognize that there's those who came in from out of town that are on seemingly strict timing. You know, flights have to also depart at some point today. So let's get right into it. We'd like to please ask for the presence of Pastor Ogogo Anyanwu for quick opening prayers to kick off proceedings for this evening's reception and celebration of once again this very amazing life.
Good evening, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. You would agree with me if you've been following through the events of the last week that God has actually helped the Anyanwu family. Amen? So I would like us to rise, and if you're a man, if you have a partner, if you don't mind, we want to take that off while we pray. But I like the song that the band just took. See what the Lord has.
See what the Lord has done. See what the Lord has done. What we waited for has come to pass. See what the Lord has done. See what the Lord has done. See what the Lord has done. What we waited for has come to pass. See what the Lord has done.
Our Heavenly Father, we want to say thank you. A week ago, it was dark. But thank you because you say, after the night comes the day. Thank you for all the plannings. Thank you for all the preparations. Thank you for what you did for us in the last 1 week. Thank you for the life of your son, our father, our grandfather, our friend, our relation. Father, thank you. Thank you because you helped him to live a life of purpose that touched many. We appreciate you. For our auntie that you have comforted, and you always say thank you. For the children and grandchildren that you comfort daily, Lord, we bless you. Father, this afternoon we have come just to celebrate with one another. We ask that you will be present with us, and we ask that all that we do will bring glory and praise to your name. Thank you for those who have come from far and near. Please take them back safely, and let them not have any cause to regret coming here. Thank you for all we have eaten. We ask that you will bless it, and that which we're still going to eat, we ask that you will bless it. Blessed be your name, Lord. In Jesus' mighty name, we have prayed.
Thank you very much. Please, a round of applause for Pastor Ayaro there, please. Thank you very much. And yes, may the Lord bless us as we come in and as we go back. There's so much to be thankful for. And like the band had played initially, see what the Lord has done. As we celebrate the life of Daddy this evening, 77 very, very rich years of positivity, of energy. Sometimes he was a little animated, but that's what made him beautiful. And so the memories that, of course, he left in each and every one of us, we will forever and ever and ever cherish. We'd like to, of course, now call forward for a welcome address. Omoragbon Ayaru, to, of course, represent the family in this time and give a very quick welcome address to everyone who's here. As we get things going also. Remember, they will be officially, of course, coming in to identify themselves. Please, a round of applause for him.
Thank you, everyone, for coming. It's been a tough week, but we are grateful to God. We have been able to bury Daddy. God gave us the strength, the grace, the wisdom, the direction, and He led us through this. And while going through this, we were all here, the families. You all supported us through this, and it was with that same spirit that we were able to achieve all of this. So I want to say thank you all for coming, and please let us enjoy ourselves while we're here today. It's time to celebrate the impact that Daddy had on all of us. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And yes, impact. I think that's a word that will stand out, because yes, he did have impact on every single person here. Like I said earlier, in every community that he made himself present, at home, in the church, in the university, in GRA here, in every single place that he was found, he did leave impact. And of course, it makes it, it makes it more important that we celebrate him as much as we possibly can. Every single person here has a story to share. And so before we, of course, get back to the music and the dancing and the food starts to go around, I would like that we look within ourselves. I'm going to be handing the mic to one person or the other, more than one person or the other, so we can share our fondest memories, all right? The memories that we have of this phenomenal human being and the memories that we would never ever forget, the things that made him who he is, the things that best described him as the man that he was, as the father, as the leader, as the mentor that he was, as the very, very good friend that he was. So please, random, if I get to your table, all you need to do is just think about what is that very, very beautiful memory you have of Daddy that you would share with us. If you would like, that I come straight to you, please, quickly just put your hands up. But, if not, then I'm just going to quickly move the mic around and get us to celebrate him today. Like I said before, there's nothing here, to be sad about. This is all about celebrating 77 years of richness, 77 years of joy, 77 years of celebration, 77 years of learning from him, 77 years of being a completely phenomenal person. And so I will start on this table. They are nominating themselves. Before I come to your table, it's best pick your table leader.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm standing here on behalf of the Gobadiers. Uncle Ephraim was particularly close to us. But the irony of it all was that he was married to my aunt. But we became so close to him that sometimes, personally, I often said to people that he was my uncle and she was just my in-law. He was such a wonderful person. And I'm going to tell some stories about certain things that happened over the years. And I remember when I was pretty young in secondary school, and I was going to go under the knife. And you know how our parents are. Didn't want most people to know that I was going under the knife. And who was then asked to take me to hospital? Uncle Ephraim. And Uncle Ephraim will come every morning to give me a bed bath and to take all my laundry back home to have them washed. He was such a selfless human being, very loving, very caring, very considerate. And we nicknamed him in our house Uncle DIY, because there was nothing you wanted to do that Uncle Ephraim did not know how to do it. And the love he had for my aunt, it's phenomenal. I just can't describe it. And I remember that the pet's name he had for her was Osley. So I started calling my auntie, Auntie Osley. And when I say Auntie Osley, she'll say, it's only meant for Ephraim. I say, no, it's me, Uncle Ephraim's favorite, that can call you Auntie Osley. There's so many stories. He shares the same birthday with my older brother, March 18th. And I heard my brother saying the other day that on our way here, that, he regrets not calling on their birthday. And that would have been the last time he would have spoken with him. The love that he radiated in our family home was so, it was electrifying, and that everything about Uncle Ephraim was just wonderful. Right now, it's painful. My older sister is in Abuja. She's not able to be here. But we are all mourning. But now we're celebrating his life of impact. And the legacy of love, the legacy of integrity, and the legacy of hard work, which Uncle Ephraim exhibited and displayed over the years in his career, in his family home, and his dedication to his in-laws. All I'm asking for is that God will comfort all of us, particularly his children, his grandchildren, his in-laws, and that the legacy will forever live, and that his soul will rest in perfect peace, and that his memory will continue to be a blessing to each and every one of us in this hall today and in both families. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I think she deserves a lot of round of applause representing the Gubadia family. I think we might have one more person from that table also share with us. But one thing that she mentioned is the love that he shared being electrifying. If you never got to share a space with him, you maybe wouldn't understand what we're talking about. It truly was electrifying. It was infectious. It maybe would even change your perspective on a few things before you leave his presence. And that's the person that he was. I'm going to have one more person from this table also share with us before we move elsewhere. Who are we nominating next? All right. So they've asked that I move the mic to a different table entirely. Mommy.
Praise the Lord. I think I know much about our late uncle. I'm a member of a Yede family of Uselu, and that is where my uncle came from, a Yede family of Uselu. That is where he came from. I think I want to say the life of our late uncle has been a very good one, even to the family and everybody that have come across our uncle. I think everybody will always feel is what is present. And I don't want to say much, but one thing I have to say: may his gentle soul rest in perfect peace.
Thank you very much. Please a round of applause for him. I don't come that way very soon, but I want to, stay around here a little bit.
My name is Paul. So this microphone has been given to me as exhibit. Right? I grew up on campus in Uniben, and for many years I was neighbors to the Ayaros. I'm a very good friend to Omaragwa and all the siblings. We have many stories, I think before they gave me the microphone, I think we were talking about what we could share and what we could not share. So we have the stories, the amazing stories about how amazing a dad he was, the kind of warmth, that he radiated, all the jokes he cracked, and and the impact of his life, could be seen and witnessed, in how his kids have all grown up. And then we talked about the stories, that we couldn't share as well, So on the table I sit, at a point in time while we're still young, we're up to quite a lot of good. At some point he jumped into his car and drove and chased us while we're running around on campus, But those stories and the reason behind that we cannot share. So all I'll say is he was an amazing father, he was an amazing uncle. All the messages, the stories, the word of wisdom he's impacted can be seen, in how his kids have all turned out. And I know wherever he is, he's definitely proud to look down and see his kids all, doing well. Seeing how we're all here celebrating his life, this would have made him very, very happy. So I think I'll just stop here for now. And saying thank you.
Thank you very much. A round of applause for Paul also. There's many people that knew, if you grew up in Benin, it's one thing that I think all of us are familiar with. That your parents weren't just the ones that gave birth to you. Your parents were neighbors, and family friends. And so the people that you were close to, their parents were as good as your parents also. It's the kind of upbringing that I had. The Osigbeme's parents were my parents. The Okafor's parents, the Wambuzo's parents, all of them were equally my parents as much as, my mom and dad from the Ogbawan family. And so everybody on this table, everybody who's friends with Omoragbo and who's friends with Esohe and friends with Osahon, they can relate 100% with what I am talking about. That these people, and Daddy himself was one of our fathers, as one of the people that also shaped large parts of our upbringing. We're going to have two more people from this section that we're going to go there. I remember I mentioned earlier that he was phenomenal as an individual. He was phenomenal as a father, as a mentor, as a friend, in every space that he existed. And one of those spaces was the university community. And so I'm taking the mic now to people who have known him in the university community. I hope that we can have one of them join us because the mic can't get that far. So please nominate one person from this table. Nobody, through the course of his stay in the... Let's say his best friend is here. Okay. Prof, you've been nominated.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I've been drafted to come and make a speech in remembrance of our brother, our friend, and a very good person. I had known Mr. Ayanru for more than 30 years. We fought many battles together. He was the best administrator that ever graced the landscape of the University of Benin. For many years, he was deputy registrar. Thereafter, he was going to be made registrar of the University of Benin. But there are so many roadblocks. People, because he was very, very thorough and very, very no-nonsense person. So they wanted to deprive him of being the registrar of the University of Benin. It was then that some of us came out and stood behind him. As a matter of fact, I remember I went to the former registrar of the University of Benin. I took Ayanru. I said, follow me, let's go. Since you have this roadblock, we must unclog the wheel of progress. So we went to the former registrar, Mr. R.A. Williams. R.A. Williams, when I knocked on his door and I saw Ayanru, he was very, very livid. He said, no, we don't want to see him. But when he looked up and he saw my face, he said, no. You are one person that speaks your mind. So come in. So we went in. So I with Ayanru led them. I said, whatever we may have done when you were registrar, forgive him. I'm coming here today to hand him over to you for you to write a letter of recommendation for him. Thereafter, he wrote a powerful letter of recommendation for Ayanru to succeed him as registrar. He took a step further by going to see the Oba of Benin. Thereafter, we had to do our own homework because even among our tribesmen, many people were opposed to Mr. the registrar of the University of Benin. So I had to run the council to be a member of the selection committee to get him appointed. The council Ayaru, because he himself prepared very well for the interview. He is a very meticulous person. And luckily, under the tenure of Professor Anao, he was made a registrar of the University of Benin. You see, a lot of people at the University of Benin today, the Beninese, they've had 15 years of being Vice Chancellor of the University of Benin. Were you all sleeping from 1970 till most recently? Designer, myself, some other people that paid the price. When Ayaru was suspended for 3 years, I was also suspended for 3 years. Why? Just because since I was a member of council, I said I will not allow it. There were police in the council, but they did not stand up. If they stood up that day, I would scatter the whole place. The whole place will have been busy. So a lot of people are enjoying the fruit that Ayaru gave us. If not myself, we make in his house every day, sometimes for morning till the next day, for weeks and for months. Sometimes he comes to my house for weeks and for months. We mobilize to make sure that the minimum becomes Vice Chancellor of the University. So today, they don't even remember Ayaru. They don't remember all those who fought for the democratization of the space in the university. But it doesn't matter. Ayaru left a big legacy. My prayer, my sincere prayer for him is that his children are very hardworking and they are very, very good with their hand. Why do I know? They grew up with me. There's no work they cannot do. Their father trained them. They can do mechanical work, they can do agriculture, they can do anything. He trained them very, very well. My prayer is that as he has departed, the God protect his wife from all. May God take care of a soul. A soul is not very, very strong. May God protect her. Moreover, and God will continue to bless them. God will continue to promote them. The legacy of Ayaru is enough for God to continue to bless this family. God will never disappoint them, and He will never leave them alone. I thank you. May God bless you.
Thank you very much. I think he deserves another round of applause. That was a very interesting story from a professional and from a brotherly perspective, or angle rather, how far they have traveled and the things that they also have to fight for that other people will benefit today. Once again, the mic is going to be given one last time, then we'll move it the other way because I think there's people that who are missing out. Danny, please.
Good evening, everyone. My name is our brother Ephraim Ayaru is more than a friend. He's more of a family to us. That's the Weapons family. I knew him when I was much younger. Then he was working with, I think, Miguel's Brewery. And then we used to go to his house until he went to Unitech. There is one character that you will find in Uncle Ephraim's life. Absolute honesty. Straightforwardness. And extremely strict in ensuring that things are done properly. I remember that when he was deputy registrar in Ephraim, and we tried to do some job for Ephraim, he ensured that I followed the due process. And whatever one got was gotten by merit, not on his influence. And I think that's very remarkable. Because if that is what we have in Nigeria this day, Nigeria will be a better place for all of us to live in, where things are done purely on merit and not on who you know. Uncle Ephraim has been a great influence in my life, in the sense that he was more like a mentor. And as an architect, when he was to build his house where he is right now, I had to do the design. And of course, what we did was, I actually had the same design of my house in Lagos. That's exactly what he has. That is how close we are. But one thing that I know that we linger on is the discipline that he has inculcated in the children. When you see, when I saw the whole arrangement that's going on, I said, if Uncle Ephraim was around, this is exactly what he will do. And we have seen it play out. Continue to rest in God until we meet on the last day of resurrection. Thank you very much.
Thank you also very much for that. It is the fondest memories that we are sharing for everyone who, of course, got to interact with him, share the space with him, has a story to share in those 77 very beautiful lives.
My name is Ogi Asamuta. Ephraim was a well-deserved man for the period he stayed on this earth. And I will say that he is one of the best in-laws I have grown to meet in Asamuta's dynasty. If I want to talk about Ephraim, it will take me 21 working days to say things about him. But in all, may his soul rest in perfect peace.
Good evening, everyone. I'm so overwhelmed hearing of the departure of our uncle. I just got to know this afternoon. I feel so bad, but I know he's with God. I remember some years ago when I was seeking for admission to the University of Benin. I remember the role he played. You know, when he saw the results, my JAMB results, he was so pleased and he told me, don't worry, you get it on merit, not because of, you know, that your sister is my wife, but because you are intelligent. And he helped me to secure admission into the University of Benin. And I remember my first mobile phone and the line that I used while in Uniben. He bought it for me. I can never forget that. You know, he has played, you know, very, very important role in my life. And I know, even though he's no longer around us, but I know that the legacy I've left behind will speak for him. And I pray that the children he has left behind, the wife, God grants them the fortitude to bear this very irreplaceable loss. I feel so overwhelmed, but I know he has lived a good life. He has lived a good life. Thank you so very much.
Thank you very much also. We have a person or two left.
Good afternoon, everyone. I just want to say a little about I met him the year I got married, when my husband got into the neighborhood. She was from him. him come and report to me. He's a very nice person, very calm person. He's understanding. He wants everything to work well. So we miss him in the whole of Jack Mary. We miss him for the rest of
Very interesting. And that describes to a large extent of his personality. We're going to go back to the band. While, of course, food goes around, let's have the band also help us with some music. And then right after that, now remember, we still have to officially welcome, and of course, you have the children dancing. The family has gotten bigger over the last few years. They've added 1, 2, 3, more than a couple new members to that family. It has expanded and of course merged with other families also. And so we'd like to see that they also be a part of this. If you're also celebrating this life with him, with them rather today, please you feel free to also dance in. They of course when they come in will introduce themselves individually to us from the top. All about today, like I said earlier, it is celebrating the beautiful life that Uncle Ephraim lived, celebrating the amazing, energetic, very interesting life that he lived, celebrating all those 7 years with which it was impactful in the lives of too many people. And those people individually can have their own stories to share. But if you look through the stories, everyone pretty much says the same thing. How much of a person that he was, how full of life he always was, how rich his smile was, how helpful and supportive he was, how he was a good friend to almost everybody who he came across. And those are some of the things that we would always remember about him. Please, let's get the kids ready so you can officially welcome them in. Please, let's ask the kids to please once again wait for us at the entrance so we can officially welcome them in. We waited for them for a little bit. DJ or the band, please get ready. I think the band should help us with that one, but for now let's have the DJ play as we get the kids ready. Thank you very much once again. Without wasting any time, we have some of the people that we also grew up with. They are some of the people who have been closest for the last 77 years to Uncle Ephraim. And like I said earlier, the family has also gotten bigger, so it is not just those people, it's also a few others. And so please, can we please be on our feet temporarily as we welcome the Ayaru family.
Thank you.
A round of applause for the Anyaru family. And thanks to the band for that very interesting talk. I'm going to hand the mic over to Osama Anyaru, of course, like that, he then carries on. Let everyone have, a quick thing to say to everyone here.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I want to start by saying a big thank you to each and everyone that made it out here today. I'll first of all introduce myself. My name is Ephraim Anyaru. I'm the firstborn of Sir Ephraim, Anyaru. I want to say thank you. And once again, please let's enjoy ourselves.
Well, thank you all once again. And let's enjoy ourselves.
Hello everyone. Thanks for coming. My name is Cecil here in Arabia. Please let's enjoy ourselves. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for coming today to show your support. We are very, very grateful. My name is Ephraim Tasuri Ayaru, and I'm with my brothers and my sisters. And we thank you very much. We love you all very much. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Avia Iwa Ayaru. I want to say a big thank you for coming out to celebrate our father with us. We hope you enjoy the rest of the program.
All right, thank you very much. Your voice is almost deeper than mine. You're going to have to take over this job in the next 30 minutes. Thank you very much. All right, once again, the Anyaru family, please a round of applause for them. And like I said earlier, these are the people who have the closest relationship and the closest interactions with Uncle Ephraim. They have been shaped by him, shaped by his tutoring and by his teaching, by his guidance, and many years of this shaping, of course, has led them into who they are today. We celebrate him, and we celebrate them, and we celebrate everybody who is here to celebrate with us this evening. We also understand, once again, that there's certain people who need to be on their way in a bit. I mentioned earlier that there's people who came from out of town to celebrate with us today, and so we'll, in the interest of time, of course, try to be as quick as possible. While refreshment is going around, we'll enjoy some music and we'll be back. We would like to, I did mention earlier that the families have gotten bigger. There's in-laws, there's uncles, there's aunties, there's many other persons that have been added to the Anyaru family in the last few years. And so we would like, of course, to call forward to give a very quick address. Uncle Osayende Asemota is, of course, a very strong member of the family. We'd also like to recognize I believe that they're present. Well, I think the Gobadians have always made themselves very present, and we would like to recognize them. The Oshobukie family, I believe they're also present. If they are, please, we recognize them also. But once again, Uncle Osayende Asemota, quickly, and then right after that, I believe that the dance floor will likely be getting set. I hope our band is ready also, so we can dance our way into the rest of the evening.
Thank you very much, Ebo DJ. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I must thank everyone that has made the effort of coming here today to celebrate an amazing man. A lot of people have said so many things, and all of them are true. When I knew this man, I call him Brother Ephraim, because I thought he was the first son of my mother. I grew up to know him in my family as my senior brother. not knowing that he was actually dating my sister. He was coming around, sneaking around, you know. But when you grow to know somebody, you know that the love is from childhood. I also had the privilege of staying with them after their marriage, when in my youth. So I was there long before these children came around. I was the first child of Brother Ephraim. And I can tell you, without a shadow of doubt, that what I have become today was as a result of the discipline and the honesty that man has instilled in me. Brother Ephraim, if you know him, I've never seen somebody who can think so quickly on his feet and make a decision. He doesn't have a gray area. It's either yes or no. And that's his life. And once he says yes, yes is yes. Once he says no, no is no. So a lot of people have talked about integrity and honesty. That is Mr. Integrity and Honesty. And hard work. Brother Ephraim loves gardening. If you knew him, you know how much he loves gardening. I will give you an example. In his house, when we were in the Hill, we only had a patch of lawn, not even half of this area. We have to cut that lawn twice in a day. We cut it in the morning and cut it in the evening. Both of us, not me alone. So one day I told Brother Ephraim, I said, brother, we have to negotiate on this, you know. He said, what is the problem? I said, because now I have fear lawn now twice a day. What I'm going to do, I can promise you, I will go to school and I will pass my exam so that I will earn enough money to get a gardener so that you will cut this lawn for you. You know, but yes, I did go to school. I did get the gardener, but Brother Ephraim would keep his gardener and his lawnmower, the gardener aside, and take the lawnmower from the gardener and mow the lawn. So today, with a heavy heart, I am sad and I'm also very happy that my loving brother, I don't call him my brother, he's my in-law, but I call him my brother. The love that my brother and my sister have is something that I have never seen. And that love has passed on to the children. And I hope they will inherit that happiness and that love. So, once more, on behalf of myself, my sister, Mrs. Ayaru, the Ayaru's family, and the Asamuta family, I want to thank you all very much for coming in and having this happiness and this fellowship with us. So, I also want to invite everybody to join me on the floor because we are celebrating. We are not here for money. We are celebrating. So, the band, please, if you are ready, and please, if you are still eating, well, that's okay. But if you have finished eating, can you please join us on the floor? Osama Morago, the Bavarians, all the Alien rules, the Assemblers, please, let's celebrate. Join us on the floor. Thank you very much. Man, please, give it up. Thank you, DJ.
Let
much. And just before we go back to music, let's also invite forward. I don't know if Pastor Onyar is still present. If he isn't present, then I will ask. I will probably move the mic this way once again for someone to. I'll ask. Let's ask Musa to give us a thank you. A quick thank you speech, or if Uncle Jesus is busy, Uncle, something can help us, with a quick thank you speech before we start to close things up this evening.
Thank you, Honorable MC. Ladies and gentlemen, once more, I'm up again giving you our sincere thanks for sparing the time to come in today and fellowship with the Anya Road and the Asabota family. They say what you do for somebody is what other people will do for you. So today we will hope and pray that when the time comes and you need people to come in and celebrate or sorrow or whatever with you, we all will be there in true colors and in the numbers. So I thank you again for those of us who came from afar and a lot of people that came from afar. I thank you and I wish you traveling mercies. Today, we are leaving behind the Ephraim, Ayaru's family, the children, all the children and the widow. We, as the uncles and aunties, have always been there, will always be there. Today is not the end of it. We've only just put Brother Ephraim, buried Brother Ephraim today. But the family and all of us, we show that on. So the legacy that he has left behind will carry on. So I thank you once more for taking your time coming today. And may God bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. A round of applause for Kosayan and Sota. We're going back to the music. I just want to once again quickly mention and recognize. I said earlier that the family has expanded, and so to recognize, I just want to once again quickly mention and recognize. I said earlier that the family has expanded, and so to recognize the Ogumbi family, if they are also ably represented here, we say thank you very much for coming. The Arabia family also. Very well represented here, and of course the Oshoguge families also very well represented here. We're going back to the music. Thank you to everyone who stopped to celebrate with us this evening, and we hope that we have many more years of celebration. We hope that you individually have many years of celebration. God bless everyone. And back to our
Sorry, Me too low, I can't
My name is Esohe Iradia. I am Sir Ephraim Ipomosa's daughter, and I am here celebrating his passing on to glory, and I have so many amazing people out here with me today. My dad is an amazing man. He used to call me, he always makes me sing a lot for him. He was very, very, very dear to my heart. But I know with prayers and support from my friends and family that I will be able to pass this period. If my dad were here today, right now, I would love to say, okay, Daddy, I will sing for you. Amazing Grace House. I can't. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found, was blind, but now I see.
Hello everybody, my name is Abiayua Anyaru. I am Mr. Ephraim's daughter. My father was a man of integrity. He was dedicated to his hard work, and he loved. And when he loved hard. He ensured my siblings and I grew up together, made sure there was love amongst us. And for that, I give him all the credit, all the honor. I thank him for everything he's done for us. Popsy, if you were here today, I would say it's been too long. But thank God we are finally here. I'm home. I feel home. I feel at home. And I would have loved for you to show me around, to show me where we grew up, what we did, your school, your office, and make those silly jokes you used to make. And I would have just loved to experience this with you. But I know that you're up there. Look down on us and intercede for us. Keep us safe, keep us bonded in love. We miss you already way too much. But God knows best. Sound sleep, Daddy. Sound sleep.
Hi, everyone. My name is Uyi Iradia. My position in the family, I am the husband of Esohe. She's the daughter of Sir Ephraim Ikpomosa Anyaru. And regarding Daddy, Daddy is someone who I would say he's very strict. He's a no-nonsense man. You know, when he says yes, he means yes. And when he says no, he means no. I remember when I was getting to know my wife, and my wife wanted to come into the US to spend some time with me. Daddy told her she could only be with me for about a week so we can get to know each other. And then when she got there, she was looking to extend the time. And they reached back to Daddy and was like, Daddy can stay a little bit longer with Uyi so that they can get to know themselves some more. And, Dad was like, no, that's what he said. She said she was going to spend 1 week, and that was it. So no matter what anybody said to Daddy, Daddy kept it at that 1 week that he said Esohe was going to stay in the US with me. So he's someone who is very strict, and he keeps to what he says. He's not going to change his position. So that's something I really admired about him. He's a great man. I'm going to miss him dearly. Daddy, we love you so much. You accomplished a lot of things in life. You were very simple. You related well with the small, the mighty, whoever it was. I'm going to miss your jokes. I pray that you rest peacefully in the bosom of the Lord until we meet to part no more. Rest well, Daddy. We love you.